Welcome back, guys. Nick up here, Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Today we're going for a ride in a 1972 Nova. This one does have a 1969 model 327 is what it came back as. Has power steering. Pretty open engine bay here. What I like doing is taking them down the road, pointing out the flaws. This one right here is more of a project car. It's in primer. They even painted the emblems on it. It's definitely going to need some work, but from what I hear, it runs and drives good, so we're going to check that out. Dual exhaust out the back. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. We do have financing and shipping, and this is that price range y'all been asking for, so we're going to check it out, see what we can find. Don't forget to hit subscribe, share, and hit like. I keep these videos coming your way. All right. It's about that time, guys. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, look around this interior. It needs a lot of interior stuff, as you can tell. The dash has got cracks all in it. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Needs carpet in this one. I started pulling some of the carpet and I noticed it needs some floors. Look at the floors in this one. I got a little rust. All right. We do have detailed pictures of the full floor, and I want you to check that out for sure before you make any kind of commitment to purchasing a car from us. That way you know exactly what you're getting. This one here, back seat's been ripped up. You can see on top. Headliner's gone, needs a headliner. She needs some work, guys. We'll start her up. It's starting up. Gas gauge is coming up on the dash. Not the original motor. I'll show you the mileage. Used to be a column shift car. Blower motor, is it working? I don't feel nothing. Let's say the blower motor is not working on this one. Wipers, are they working? Yes, they do. Horn, are you ready? Horn's not working on this one. Blinkers, popping up on the right side. I think the left bulb is out. Missing the radio. All right, let's go ahead and hit the road, see how she runs and drives. And when we get back, I'll walk around this car and point out any kind of flaws on the outside. Let's do it, guys. Oh yeah, got our vent window open. B&M shifter, the exact same shifter as what I grew up with. I had a 91 model Silverado back in high school. Same shifter. Exhaust leak on this one for sure. Shifting out pretty good. The tires on this one got a vibration in it. I think it's going to need some new tires. Other than that, it's going straight. Speedometer's working, steering's nice and tight. The brakes on this one stop fast. To get into it too fast. If I just work my foot into it, it takes off. I am going to stop, put a little bit of gas in this one because the gas gauge is on the E side. I don't want to leave it empty, so we'll go ahead and put some premium fuel in it. They get rid of that hesitation. When you bring it back to idle and try to get into it. I pumped it for a second. That's why it took off. All right. Let's do this, guys. Seatbelt was pretty tight, but it locks in. So it's still working. Let's get some fuel. Another thing you can be betting on the gas gauge. Right now it's below a quarter tank. Let's see if it works. I think it does. All right, guys, up here at the gas station, what we're gonna do is check the gas gauge out. I put about $20 worth of fuel in this ride. We'll see if it's working. I'm gonna go ahead and say it does. Right after this, I'm gonna do some undercarriage shots and drive through the parking lot, get some cool footage of this cool ride. Jumping off in here. Let's see. Just coming across the dash here. It's on E. It is working. So let's hit the road. So yeah, don't worry about the blower motor not working. In the winter, there's a giant hole right here. It goes straight to the motor. Yeah, it's letting a lot of heat get in here. All right, so far so good though. It's staying cool, and it's running great. I mean, really, it's like a bunch of cosmetic stuff. Sounds like an exhaust leak. But as far as suspension and steering, brakes, that seems to be checking out pretty well. Just cut the school zone on, so we're going to take it right here. Head the back way. Who mowed all that in the street? That's a little ridiculous. Little tire rub in the front right, I noticed that. the hood, trunk. We're gonna check everything out. Look at the body on this one. Check the interior out some more. Show all the stuff that's wrong with it. And we'll even listen to the motor. Make sure we don't just have a exhaust leak. We'll be listening for a lifter noise or anything like that as well. Right now, it just sounds like it's sucking a bunch of air. Probably gonna be like a donut gasket or a header gasket. It holds its own, that's for sure. It's got a nice lope to it. All right, guys. We're back here at Maple Motors. Let's pull in the lot right here next door. This is where the customer parking is, by the way. If you come up to the lot, you can park right here in hot rod parking. And this is where we're gonna do the walk around. I'm gonna be looking all around this ride. We're gonna check it out and see what we need. Don't forget, hit subscribe. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, let's walk around this ride. I'm gonna go down the lower fenders first. We'll check the trunk out, up under the hood, come back to midsection, and the roof. Try not to miss anything here. Look at the detailed pictures. We do have financing and shipping, and all that is located at maplemotors.com. Let's get started here, right up front. Coming around the front end, you got a lot of pitting on the bumper. It's not in perfect shape. A little bit of rust popping up behind it. Grill on this one is not in perfect shape. You can see the trim's got some dents in it. A little spot in the paint there. Down the lower portion, the tires on these are a little bit dry rotted. That's probably why they rode like they did. Around the fender, down the lower portion, you got Bondo right there. You got cracking in the paint. See some sand marks around that fender in the back here. Got a little crack back here. You can definitely tell it's been worked on. Back to midsection. Door handle's got some pitting popping up on it. Emblems have been painted over. A sand spot there. Up back over the top of the fender here. Trim's got overspray all over it. That can be cleaned up. Windshield on this one's really not in bad shape. There is a chip way over here though. Up the pillars, you can see some more sanding. Roof on this one. Definitely got some gritty spots up there. Needs to be sanded down. Weather stripping in the back is just completely gone. This stuff is toast. Oh yeah, look at that. Good deal. The trunk back here has got some holes in it. So the trunk is weak. You can see where it's been repaired. This side hasn't, but there's a hole back there. Looking up in your package tray, actually pretty solid. Got holes over here. Silicone up around that fender. A little bit falling out of inside that trunk lid there too. Right around the edges, it's all eat up. Always check your edges. Jam's got some Bondo in it. Rust around your trunk edges. All right. Coming down with it, and the keys are in the ignition. Bumper on this one may be missing a bolt. That's what it looks like. It's all scratched up in the back. Got some weak spots in the bumper. Sand marks in the back here around the tail lights. See, they didn't cover this one. Missing the package tray cover. Coming down this side. Get some more sanding marks up in the corners there. Coming down the lower portion. Bubble up here. Doors hanging a little bit. Got some marks down there at the bottom. Got some Bondo popping out right there in the corner. Sanding marks. Back down the midsection. Bubbles. Sanding marks. Pretty much all down through this midsection there. Up and over the fender. Checking up under the hood here around your edges, just like we did on the trunk. Hood's a lot more solid than the trunk was. Oh, except for up in the front here, got some rust eating away at the hood too. I said that before I looked back. About the same as the trunk. There we go. Definitely want you to see all that. Coming down the edges. See, it's got some more rust on the hood. Looking at the motor here, got a big old hole in the firewall. Lots of black paint's been sprayed on the radiator support. But it looks pretty solid. We do check the frames on these cars when they come in. We check for all kinds of stuff. Rust on the body and the hood and all that is not that worrisome compared to the frame. And we make sure that it runs and drives good, which this one does. Got a lot of cosmetic issues. And as you can see, everything's nice and solid down here. And definitely look at the video. Go to the undercarriage shots. Look at all the undercarriage. The floors on this one have got some weak spots in them. Let's check the interior out. Opening the door up. The seat is older. Got a rip in the middle and on the edges. Back seat is not matching to the front. You can see the door panel back here is not in perfect shape. And the seat needs to be replaced up top. Headliner's missing. Door on this side, on the driver's side, it's gonna need some help too. Weather stripping's good on it. Underside of the door. There's some rust in your jam. Dash on this one's cracked all up. Do got a little bit of a lifter noise on this side. It's like a soft lifter noise. Definitely has an exhaust leak. Coming down with the hood here. See the trim on this one's faded. Got some holes for the hood pins that they don't have on there anymore. Got pitting on your louvers. A little weak there too. Alright guys, be sure to hit subscribe, share. We'll tell you all the flaws on all the vehicles that come through. This is definitely more of a project car than we normally get, but it's in that price range you've been asking for, and that's hard to come by here nowadays. Check the detailed photos out at maplemotors.com. If you do need financing, go and check that out on that website as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.